Luke chapter 15. Many tax extractors and notorious sinners came to listen to him. The Torah teachers and Pharisees muttered things like,
"This man associates with sinners and even eats with them."
Yeshua gave them this analogy. Which of you men who has 100 sheep and one of them gets lost wouldn't leave the 99 in the wilderness and go and search for the one that got lost until he finds it? When he finds it, he's delighted, and he puts it on his shoulders and goes home and calls his friends and neighbors together and says, "Celebrate with me because I found my lost sheep." I assure you that there will be more joy in heaven over one sinner who amends his ways than over 99 righteous people who don't need to amend their ways. Or suppose a woman had 10 drachmas, brackets, silver coins, and loses one. Wouldn't she light a lamp and sweep the house and carefully search for it until she finds it? When she finds it, she calls her friends and neighbors over and says, "Celebrate with me because I found my lost drachma." I can tell you that there will be this kind of joy among the messengers of Yehovah when a sinner amends their ways. Then Yeshua said, "A man had 2 sons. His younger son told him, 'Father, give me my share of the estate.' So he divided his property between them. After a few days, the younger son got his things together and went to a distant country, where he squandered his property on extravagant living. After he had squandered everything that he had, there was a severe famine in that country, and he began to go hungry. He contracted a job with one of the local residents, who sent him into the field to tend swine. He longed to fill his stomach with the carob pods that the swine were eating, but no one gave him any. When he came to his senses, he thought, "How many hired servants are in my father's house right now who have plenty of food, while I'm here starving to death? I will get up and go to my father and say, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and in your presence. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Hire me as one of your servants.' So he got up and headed toward his father. While he was a considerable distance, his father saw him, and out of compassion ran toward him, grabbed him, and kissed him. His son said, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and in your presence, and don't deserve to be called your son.' But his father said to his servants, 'Bring my best robe and put it on him, and put a ring on his hand, and give him some sandals. Bring the biggest bullock and slaughter it. Let's eat and celebrate. My son was dead and has come to life again. He was lost, but has been found.' So they began to celebrate. But the older son had been in the field, and as he approached the house, he heard the voices of many people singing. So he called to one of the boys and asked him what was going on. He said, 'Your brother is back, and your father has killed the biggest bullock because he has come home safe and sound.' Then he got mad and wouldn't go inside. So his father went out and began pleading with him. He told his father, 'I've been serving you for many years, never disobeying your commands. But you never gave me so much as a kid goat to celebrate with my friends. But when this son of yours finished squandering your wealth on prostitutes and came home, you slaughtered the largest bullock for him.' His father told him, 'Son, you have always been with me, and everything I have is yours. But celebrating and rejoicing is the right thing to do. because your brother was dead and is now alive. He was lost and has been found.